the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Colts going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Colts are going to have a first. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow. a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that'll bring up second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
And down to the 36-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
One receiver left is Hilton. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end, one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now here's a carry heading left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
That's complete right around the 8. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, 95 yards, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casual.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Let's go.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A gain of 3, second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the D-line's going to spread out. 1st down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Michael Floyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. After the penalty, it's Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield?
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side by Hilton. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One receiver left is Hilton. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll make it second down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Prescott. Sanders has it over the middle. call it a gain of 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And the cut. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Another extra point opportunity here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we... just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ohio.
Second down, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
This will be caught at about the 6. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Ball back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One receiver left is Hilton. They go back to the air here after the INT. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And McManus able to put it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, hit it!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 71 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw again. And incomplete here on third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
They'll look to throw here, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They find some open field here. 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And again, this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
These two. Kill. No space. These two. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Easy. Check three. Hey, alert. Check 26. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.